Hey guys, this is Pinkie, the housewife. I want to say good afternoon to everybody. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on. And we're getting ready to talk about it. Okay? I do want to talk about it. I really do. So, I think everybody heard about what's been going on in Huntsville. You know, Martell. Wait, let me put my disclaimers out there first. Everything is alleged, okay? And this is my opinion only. And my video is made for educational and entertainment purposes only. As I said before, everything is alleged, and it's my opinion, all right? And so we're going to get in today's topic, which is Huntsville, what's going on in Huntsville. And everybody know what's been playing out over the past week and all last week. So everybody knows what's been playing out and everything. And my thing is, I do want to wish, as I said before in my interview, my commentary yesterday, I wish Melanie and the kids, they had a wonderful vacation, and I wish them the best. And I could see all the happiness and joy in her face, as well as the kids, because her and her family, they went on a wonderful vacation, a much needed vacation after what played out in the court, okay, in the courtroom with Martell being a no-show and everything. And we're going to talk about all that, okay? And I really would love to hear your opinions as well, so your comments on that. So if you can, before we go ahead and get too much into it, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell, and leave me a comment. So you can leave comments throughout, okay, of your opinions and what you think is going on, okay? I would love to hear them, because, a lot of this stuff, to me, the things that he's been doing makes no sense at all to me. When I say make no sense, it doesn't make any sense to me. I guess it makes sense to him, but not to us millimeters and all her fans. No, it doesn't make any sense. And to a lot of people that's not even a millimeter or her fan, it just doesn't make any sense, okay? So, but a lot of this is my opinion, and if you all have your opinions, I would love to hear those too as well. So we're going to, Mel and her family, they enjoyed that vacation, had a wonderful time. If you all haven't seen the videos and everything, you can just see all the joy in the kids' face, her face and everything. And I think she's finally getting her peace back, because she have to take her distance. When filming is over, she have to retreat, go back into her peaceful zone, her space. And a lot of, cast members, they know that, and some pretend like they don't know that, although they done heard it 1,000 times. But we're not going to talk much about them. We're going to talk about what's going on with this, after this custody battle. And, it was a win for Melody, put it like that. It was a win for her, because nothing has changed as for the that she gets full custody, but and this is all alleged now, allegedly. She still gets the kids. She still have, as I think, in my opinion, the way I said, because she still have the kids with her. And the way, every state is different and everything. So, when it applies to child custody cases. So everyone is different. But uh, in Huntsville, in Madison, where where the courthouse was and everything. I think it's they still the judge, I don't know why, still left it 50-50, but she do not have to pay the child support that Martell was requesting, you know. And I don't understand why he was requesting child support. He need to get up and find a job, but he don't want to lose that lifestyle. And I'll get into that more, why I think he doesn't want to lose that lifestyle. But and so she doesn't have to pay him child support. He needs to go find a job now. And we're going to talk about that part a little more, which is, oh, another way of inserting his control over another female, like he's been trying to do with Melanie. Still insert his control over her, although she left him. She moved out with the kid. She divorced him, moved into her own place, and it's been 2 years or more since they've been divorced, and he's still trying to insert his control over her. Oh, God help her, help him. Ooh, because I just don't understand. But that's the mind of a person that we're dealing with, you know. Most people just say, you know, I read it off. They call him the big dummy. You lose. The big dummy lose, you know. Of course, you know. And he knows. Probably feel like a big dummy himself right now. But as for my understanding is, I'll get into that a little later, but my understanding, well, I'll go ahead and tell you. My understanding, if I can understand, and this is just allegedly, that Martell has been ordered to for an evaluation, a mental evaluation, psychiatric evaluation, I hope I said it correctly, for the meltdown that he had in the courtroom, because it's allegedly that he had a meltdown in the courtroom. Now, who do that? Who do that? When you're you want to win something, you have a meltdown in the courtroom. Okay, but anyway, so that's one of the things. And then what happened with coleslaw a few weeks before that, you know, before they had to go to court, a few weeks before that, it was an incident where he was allegedly arrested and taken down with coleslaw. Whether she was arrested or not, I'm not sure, but he was allegedly arrested and taken due to a verbal or physical altercation, you know, a fight or sorts. But all this is allegedly. But you ask my opinion, did something happen? I would say, I believe it did. And it's just my opinion only, you know, because he did too much trying to cover it up. And we all know about that. The bedroom scene, laying in the bed half naked. But I'm not going to get into that because we already know about that. Okay, so this is about what recently happened within the last few weeks and this week. So he was ordered to do a evaluation of his mental state. And we all know he ain't wrapped too well. That spool of thread is not wrapped around there. The screwdriver's not in that wall unit right, okay? It's kind of loose there, okay? And that's the mind, to me, of a narcissist, you know. He thinks he doesn't get the consequences of his actions. His actions do require consequences, and somebody needs to put him, because he thinks he's above the law, that he can do anything he wants and nothing happens to him. But, you know, I beg the difference on that. But anyway, also, I think, to me, he thinks everybody is trying to do things to him or hurt him. But he's he blames everybody else. For instance, when he's blaming the you know, weeks ago he blamed the Scott brothers, hips, butt, and thighs to me, and some people call them breast, butt, and thighs or whatever. But those are hips, butt, and thighs to me. They may have a little breasts too, but just in my opinion. But you know, he blames them for the demise of his relationship and what's going on with him. You know, maybe they are to blame. He blames them for him cheating. You know, I don't know. Maybe y'all done it all together. You know, but to me, you cheated. You're a grown man. You don't need to blame nobody for anything. You know the actions of what you would do. You can control your own actions. You know the actions of you do this is gonna happen to you. And you got a wife and you got kids at home. So no need to go blaming them. If they cheated with you, they cheated too. You know. And do I believe they're both cheaters? Yes, I do. Just my opinion only. Okay? And a lot of this stuff, like I said, is allegedly. Okay? But so he's blaming everybody for all the shenanigans that's going on, and think it's their fault, and they're the bloggers' fault, the Scott hips, butt, and thighs fault, it's Melanie's fault, but you know who he never blames? Side chick, coleslaw. You know why? Because they're both one and the same. Just she's a female and he's a male. You know that? Because he still got her under control. He still controls her. Because if you notice, you have not seen her out. Have she been making any lives, going on live? No, you haven't seen that. Ever since, if you notice, because ever since he did not show up in court, think about it. When their court date was, he did a no-show. And that no-show, you didn't see him. You didn't see her. And it was a few days before that. Because in my belief, he got her laying low. And remember, I did do a commentary on that. How they're missing in action. I called it Martell and coleslaw missing in action. Yes, I did. And that's been, I think it's been a week since I did that one. Or maybe a little longer, I don't know. It may have been a week or two, but I did do a commentary on that. They've been laying low for a long time. Right, a little before the court date, day of the court date, when he was missing in action and did a no-show, and Melanie was there by herself with her attorney. Yes, but I think that was a good thing. It showed up in her favor. I really do. And she had enough evidence on him anyway. Take the gloves off, and, you know, let's take those gloves off. Because he takes all of his off. I don't think he have any gloves on. So, but anyway, and to me, with him showing up on the date of the date that he's supposed to be at court, and here he is in Atlanta with Destiny, one of her, a person that blames Melanie for her downfall as well, but Melanie is the one that brought you on the show, and you blame her for your downfall. Your downfall was you should have blamed yourself. It's your own doing. You the one decided not to speak on your life, show your life on a reality show, show your marriage. You the one decided not to do that. Every time the crew or camera guy or anybody of production tried to tell you, you decide to do your own thing. You know, you knew you wasn't sharing your life because Melanie did not even know you was divorced or going through a divorce. She found out after the fact when she came over to your home. So you blame yourself. Don't be blaming Melanie. You're doing the same thing that Martell is doing, blaming her for everything. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, okay? But anyway, also, you know, a lot of people blame his mom, actually. If you want to talk about blame, they blame his mom. They blame his mom for not raising him like he should have been raised. Because you got to remember, he have just allegedly, but his family is a lot of family on the street committing crimes. The criminal family. Selling ATMs together. And I guess since Melanie wasn't required to pay him child support now through the courts, I guess his best option is just, people are saying, I'm not saying that people, I'm just repeating what I say. There's a lot of people say that on the streets, ATMs may be back in his future. He may have ATM machines back in his future. I didn't say he was going to rob one again. I didn't say that. I said that's what people are saying. And is it my opinion? It could be, but I didn't. And everything is alleged, okay? But that's what they saying. And also, he did try to for the court. He had in his attorney was trying to, he wanted to help profit from Sugar Mama's products. No, you heard me right. He wanted to make money off Sugar Mamas, his youngest child, Sugar Mama. I ain't talking about the side baby with the side chick. I ain't talking about him. His youngest child with his wife. That's the one I'm talking about. His core family. And I'm not talking about side baby and side mama, okay? I'm talking about the family that he gave up for some coleslaw. Okay, that family. I'm talking about the beautiful wife that he had, the smart wife, the educated wife, the business-minded wife, the go-getter, the one that ran all the business, the boss. She was the one that had the brains in the household. She was the one that was running the business. And he perpetrated a fraud like he was the man in charge. Man, it was just your last name. She the one told you where to go and what to go out there and do. You was just a muscle to go get the job done, okay? She was the boss. And you had coleslaw and all the other probably side chicks that you was fooling around with, believing that you was the man in charge. You was the man that was behind all this money. That you was the man that's running this empire. It was no more than your wife. She was running the business. She was the one behind the business. You know, they didn't see her because she was in the office, sitting at her desk, sitting in her big office, running it. And there was many times during the early episodes where you would come in from driving your truck from out in the field, working, and come in and ask her questions on what's going on. You think we forgot about that? No, we didn't forget. I watched every episode, and I never missed an episode, okay? And I'm just, thank God Melanie has the brains to leave and take her kids and stop being bullied and tortured and being put through all that trauma that you put her through by going out during a pandemic, before the pandemic, before we even thought of a pandemic, going out, throwing your thing all over the place, taking your thing out of the household when it could have caught coronavirus, bringing it home to your kids, or your newborn baby, your wife that just had a baby. Oh my God. Whew, that was too much. Too much. And if you need to look back at that yourself. Now you're doing everything you can to try to get her back from 10, let me see, it was 10 dozens of roses. that you tried, sending her 10 dozen roses, trying to get her to pray every night, asking her in the freezing cold in December after your kid's Christmas party at the school, asking her, was she, for 45 minutes, standing outside in the cold outside of her car, would not let her drive off because you want her to agree to pray every night at 10 o'clock that you all will get back together and be a family again. So you have a place to live instead of being a squatter in somebody else's house. That's what you call it, a squatter in somebody else's house when they're trying to sell the house. Just allegedly. Okay, in my opinion only. But yeah, everybody thought you, and I never thought you was the brains of the operation because you didn't seem smart enough. You just didn't look smart. You look dumb to me. Okay? Not a dumb man. You know? And bragging to the two brothers, the hips, butt, and thighs. How you do have, you got multiple phones. And you got a side chick. And y'all have slept together. And you talking about just maybe once. No. Who believed that? You know? You wasn't smart enough to get away with it, okay? Because you was trying to control your wife, but you didn't have enough control over the woman to stop her from calling your wife on multiple occasions. From the scene at the house, in the kitchen, when she called demanding to put you on the phone. From the scene in the car when y'all was driving in the car, she called, okay? It doesn't take a brain scientist to know, okay? But anyway, I would say, you know, it's just what people are saying on the street. It starts from your family, your mom. Your mom didn't train you, teach you to be an honest man. You grew up because you just had a lot of criminals around you. And that's how you grew up. And she keep patronizing you by telling you when during that episode where you was laying on the table, the woman was giving you a face massage over your face, and you talking about how you love to have women's hands on you. That woman was doing a job on your face, not on your stink body, okay? Not on that stink body of yours, just your face, okay? And then you're sitting there telling your mother, and we should have known that you weren't going to show up at court because you told your mother that the lawyer sent you a bill for $10,000 for 20 days. 20 days of service. He sent you a bill for $10,000. And that, like, you ain't got no money to pay that $10,000. You're not going to pay that $10,000. And something must have happened between now and the court because you didn't show up. I guess you forgot sending somebody to the court for full custody of kids, 4 kids. It would cost you a lot of money. It ain't going to be up for you to take them out to lunch or dinner. Or you using your persuasion of control to try to control the situation and get the lawyer to do it for free because you're on a reality TV show. No, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay just like everybody else, and he's going to send you that bill. Not when you want to, but he's going to send you that bill. But I guess you was outdone because your wife, your ex-wife, should I say, Mel, had the money to fight you. And I think all of this came about. It's just my opinion only. But I want you all to think back. Think back when Melanie invited him and his mom, his Marlene. She used to love Melanie. You know, talk about how great she was and everything, all this here stuff. And then all of a sudden, now she's talking bad about her. from her. She was lazy. Melanie never was lazy. You can see it now. How do you go from being completely lazy to doing all she's doing now? Now you see who was running the business. If she was lazy, you wouldn't have been where you were, because it was her money that got you where you were in that house, allegedly. Because Martell didn't have the money. He wasn't the person that was making the money. It was her. She was the brains behind the business, the operation. She was running it. He was perpetrating the fraud like he was running it. He was in pretend mode, should I say. He was pretending, letting everybody think that he was the brains. If he was the brains, why can't he pass get his builder's license? He can't even pass the exam to get it. He had tried several times. I know he tried over 3 times, just my opinion, because he had a tutor once. He tried it when him and Mel took it. He tried it again. He had tried it so many times. He can now. Oh, word on the street. It's just the word on the street, okay? It could be alleged, but it's the word on the street. He is trying to get coleslaw, get her all ready and to study for the exam so she can take it for him. She can take it, and she will be the one with the builder's license. That's called using another woman. He is trying to use another woman for his benefit. You know what I mean? He can't use Melanie no more, so he's trying to, well, he's always been using coleslaw. He's been using her, calling from a peasant, doing his, what do you call it, counseling session. She was the peasant, wasn't fit to be anything else. From coleslaw, from 15%, she's a 15% worth of a person. She's not fit to be married to. She's not fit for you to propose to. She's only fit for one thing. It's a good time. And like she said, from you sitting on her face. No, she's sitting on your face, correction. She's sitting on your face. And that's all she talks about in her lives. When in the very beginning, how she used to sit on your face. And why would a person be sitting on your face? Okay? And then you go home and take all that stuff home to, at the time, your wife and your kids. You need to be, But let me tell you what I think all of this stemmed from, okay? All of this stemmed from when, you got to remember when Melanie invited his stink mom and him on that vacation with her and her mother and her children, okay? With the M&M kids. When she invited him on that vacation to Destiny, he got a chance to see what his old life used to be, and now where it's going is getting even bigger. Because Melanie's life, once she left him and divorced him, her life just catapulted to the moon. I mean, just keep going straight on up. He sees that she by herself, not a 2-parent household, but her by herself, a single parent, a single mom, can invite him and his stink mom that think he doesn't need no therapy. Because when he's talking about therapy, she talking about, what's wrong with you? You don't need no therapy. Woman, that man need therapy and you need to go with him. But anyway, when he saw that lifestyle, that big, beautiful home that she had rented out for them and destiny. That boat that she had paid for them to be on for that day. Not a little stink boat, not a little boat where you can barely move in around before you fall over. No, she had a boat. She had a boat like the rich people have a boat. Yes, she had that kind of boat, right? He saw that and tanked behind the wheel with the captain letting him steer the boat. He saw how flush and beautiful that boat was, how nice it was, and all the wonderful food that was on that boat. Oh my God. All he could think of, because people with criminal minds and narcissists and people that are like that, always trying to use and control people and get what they want for themselves. They only with you to get what they want. Because Melanie brought you up. She brought you up from where you were. You was down here. When she married you, she brought you up and gave you a name and a title. She brought you up. She leveled you up. That's called leveling up. She took you up to her standards so you can be somebody. And when you saw she hadn't even leveled up even more without you and without any manpower, because that's all you was, just the manpower, just the muscles behind it, behind the operation. She didn't need your muscle no more. She can hire muscle now. She can hire bigger muscles to get the job done. People with smarts and training and education to get the jobs done that she needs done, and with licenses, regardless of what type of license. Okay? She can hire people for that. And you saw all of that, those nights and those days in that house, and then you disrespected her by inviting the Scotts when she wasn't even getting along with them. They didn't like her. So why would she invite them or want them at her vacation while she's on vacation? You know how she loves to step away and enjoy herself. That was the time for her and her family. And at the time she invited you and your mom to be generous so the kids can be around their dad. And you took advantage of that. That's what you call a narcissist. You took advantage of that. A man that's trying to be in control. You trying to control a vacation that wasn't your vacation. You are an invited guest, and then you invite other guests without her approval and her knowledge. And you inviting guests that you use on the show to bully her. You invited guests to talk about her and put her down on the show. Your little posse that you have formed to try to take her down. You invited them to her home that she had rented out for her vacation with her family. You know that was wrong. That was wrong. Wrong in everybody's book. Yes, especially in her book. That was wrong. And I would have told you right away, you better call him. When you told me at the breakfast table that morning, I would have told you right then, no, you need to get on the phone. You need to call him and tell him no, that you'll go meet him at the beach. You can meet them. You can go, you and your mama, your mammy, can go meet them on the beach or anywhere you want to. But y'all ain't coming here. You're not stepping foot up in my driveway. You're not stepping foot up in this house. Not even the backyard to talk to them. You can go meet them somewhere. You can go to wherever they at. Wherever they go visit them. But I'm not going, nor are they coming to my place. Me and the kids, we are not going, and I'm not going. Stand your ground. But when he saw all of that, it didn't take him but a New York minute. New York minute. Right after that trip, that's when he filed for custody. Full custody of the kids. He didn't want to leave it like it is. He didn't want just a little more. He wanted full custody. Because he know with full custody comes child support. And he figured he'll get child support so he can live like you now. Because he know you're making bucks and bucks, and you're making a bag, girl. You're making a lot of money. Money that more money than y'all had together. And you're making it all on yours own. You're making boss moves. And he figured, well, I'm going to get a part of that. That's all he was thinking. How much money he's going to be living off to take care of his side chicks and gutter snipes. That's all he was thinking about. Now he can run and stick his thing in more side chicks and gutter snipes. The more money he got, the more, can I say it, the more hoes he can get. Yeah. Like right now, he got 2. But he figured if he get the money, he get the kids, he gets child support. And then he wants to come after Sugar Mama products. He want a portion of the products on something that he wasn't there when it started. He didn't get it started. He had nothing to do with it. He didn't even know it was getting ready to come out until it came out. Do he pack and send stuff out to customers? Is he doing any of the packing? Do he take care of any other orders? Do he answer any customers' questions when they have questions? No, he doesn't do anything. But you want part of the profit. Were you there when Sugar Mama and her mom was doing her photo shoots and stuff? Getting everything set up? Were you there when they was picking colors for the packaging and stuff and labels and everything? No. So how y'all wasn't even married. She have divorced your stink butt, your dusty butt. And then you want part of the profits. Make that make sense to me, but it makes sense to you. A person with all your personalities seems like, because you know you quick on 20. 20 is your favorite number. 20, you sent her 10 dozens of roses. But the lawyer charged you $10,000 for 20 days. Okay? Butt, hips, and thighs, Marcel got 20 women that you said. Melanie got 20 babysitters that you said. She been with 20 different men that you said. Ooh my, just allegedly, but you do use that number a lot. I think that's your favorite number. Whenever you want to throw a number out of a hat, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20 is your favorite number. I wonder, you must got stuck. I bet somebody in your family did something, or you must did something on the 20th, and it wasn't good. That's why you remember the number 20. But something had to happen in your life surrounding the number 20. Maybe somebody was arrested on the 20th. Maybe you was arrested on the 20th. Maybe you saw something that happened in your family on the 20th. Or, I don't know. It got to be. While you are in the court, in counseling, that person needs to ask you, what is the number, why do the number 20 mean so much to you? And if you all can make sense of that, or can think of anything from the beginning episodes up until now, where did that number come from? Did he say something about maybe somebody was born on the 20th, something happened to him on the 20th, or somebody got locked up on the 20th? Help me to make that make sense, because it don't make any sense to me. All right? But I tell you, he wants that lifestyle back. That lifestyle that he had with Mel, and that Mel is in now, he wants that lifestyle back, the one he had, and he wants to be in that lifestyle that she's in now. He can't see himself not in that lifestyle. The fact that you gave up a beautiful wife, beautiful kids, beautiful home, wonderful, very successful businesses, and everything for some coleslaw, just because she doing what you want her to do in the bed? Man, that's a dumb move. That's the most dumbest move I ever seen. I think, I'm not sure who said this, but I think it was Marceau, if I'm right. But if I'm wrong, let me know. But I think it was Marceau, and it could be allegedly now, alleged. But he said a double-minded man, is an unstable man. A double-minded man is an unstable man. And when you think about that, that could be some truth in that to me. And when people think about it. Because you may have 20 personalities. Maybe that's why the number 20 is so significant to you. I don't know. It's just a thought. Just my opinion, you know. But anyway, because I know you caught up on the number 20, okay? But also, let me just say this. But his custody, to win full custody of those kids, that plot, that scheme that he came, you can't tell me somebody helped him to make up that dumb scheme, because that was the dumbest scheme he ever made up. Because Melody didn't want child support from you. She didn't want nothing from you. She didn't even, after you refused to let her have something for the kids, the beds for the kids to sleep on in their own clothes and her clothes, she said you can keep it. She don't want nothing from you. Nothing. Not a penny. Nothing. She left the marriage with nothing but her children. And she started over from nothing. And she made all of this in that little short period of time. Because God told her to go. And when he told her to go, he had a plan for her. When God said go, she left. And she know she was stepping out on faith, on his faith that he had for her. And she knew he wasn't going to let her down. Unlike you, her husband. So that's supposed to be her protector. Faithful. The provider. The father of her children. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and wrap this up, okay? But it was a victory for Melanie in the court. It was her victory. And we all shared that victory with her, okay? And also, to me, he's broke. He's dead broke. And I think maybe Cherie from Housewife, is finally seeing the writing on the wall. If she's not, because she's not too smart when it comes to picking men. Just my opinion only. This could be allegedly that she's seeing the writing on the wall and everything. But maybe she is. And I hope she is. It's just pitiful. I think it's pitiful how she chooses men. Almost like a desperate attempt to do anything for a storyline to keep herself on the show. You know, she don't want to lose that peach. It's just it's maybe just allegedly. It could be allegedly, but it's my opinion. You know, I just hope she don't go through that trauma that Melanie went through, because he put her through hell. Is bullying. He still bullies her today. Try to traumatize her because she won't follow his orders. Like he said, she only had 6 different things that he was offering. He wanted her to do. She could agree to these 6 different things. What are those, Martell? I don't know what it is, but I probably can take a good guess what those 6 things are. Is it you got to take me back? First you got to pray every night at 10 o'clock. Then you got to take me back. I'm just trying to think of what these could be now. Is these are all allegedly, because they're just popping up in my head from the way that you act, okay? Pray every night at 10 o'clock for you all to get back together. And then you got to take me back and let me move back in the house. Then you got to let me control you and I need your money to be my money so I can keep my side chicks. Oh yeah, I got to keep that side chick too. Then I got to make sure she get some of that money too, so I can take care of her too. Then, so I can live that lifestyle again, I got to make sure I live that lifestyle. And then, oh, don't forget about living that lifestyle. That means you got to pay for those all those court fees that I ran up. And then after that, you got to let me still wear them tight suits. Buy me more of those tight suits with no socks. And I don't want to wear socks. I need some more penny loafers because I don't have the money to buy them. So I need to still wear those tight socks and some more penny loafers with no socks. I know your feet probably smelling up a storm in the summertime because that's all you do. You wear them tight pants, tight jackets, everything. Oh, Lord of mine. Now, I didn't say this. I'm just repeating what somebody said. That's what people are saying now. This is what people are saying. I'm not saying this. I'm just repeating what I heard. People are saying that you're a sorry excuse for her dad. Allegedly. But that's what they're saying. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what I said. That's what they said. You're a sorry excuse for her dad. Because you're trying to use your kids to make money. Trying to use your kids so you can have a better lifestyle. Use your kids so you don't have to work. Use your kids so you can get the money so you can take care of your side chicks. If I was that side chick, I'll sue you for child support. Because you ain't giving her no money now. That means then you got to go get a job. Okay? You're not making no money off that wine, allegedly, that wine. Honest wine that you got. You don't even promote it. You don't even drink wine, matter of fact. So you don't know what's good and what's not good. And then you try to use your kids by writing a book about taking a flight on an airplane. Man, that book didn't do nothing. The first time you did book signing, your kids wasn't even there. And you look like a lost little stray animal running around. Yeah, you did. The lost little beaver running around. Because you were sitting there all sad and had to get somebody else to let their kid sit there and read the book with you. Man, that was pitiful. I don't even like you, and I almost cried on that. That even brought a tear from my eye, because you look so sad and pitiful. Like you looking right now. You don't even look the same. You got bags under your eyes. You seem like you're aged a couple years. You don't even look the same. You look pitiful right now. You walking around looking like a sad excuse. Ooh, just my opinion. And we're getting ready to wrap this up because I'm through with this. I'm through. You know, you can't talk much, but I just want to make sure that you all know what's going on in these streets. And when a man is like him, he has lost that court battle. You're not getting child support. You don't have a job. You can't pass your builder's license to bring some income into your house. And you can't go out and work with other people because they find out you don't have a builder's license. Why should they put money in your pocket? What can you do for them? You can't do nothing. Because make them liable for something. You're at risk. You're at high risk working on their job without a license. And you can't get no money from baby sugar mama's product. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Everybody just need to stop believing what you said, because that last interview you said that you had, what you claimed the man gave you $3,000, which I don't believe so. That interview didn't do nothing but flop. Because everything in that interview, you lied. And it was proven that you lied. Okay? None of that stuff was true or came true. All right? It's just allegedly, but it's my opinion. Okay? So people need to stop saying that you have changed. When you said you're a changed man in that interview, you didn't change. Because if you have changed, all the stuff that you're doing now, you would not be doing. Those are lies. People like you say these lies to people, and you're so convincing to people that they believe it. I never believed anything. When I first saw you, I didn't trust you. When I first saw you on TV, it's like, Last thing I'm talk about is how can you be to any woman? You got 5 kids. Then you got a side chick that you won't get rid of. And you got 5 kids, you don't have a job, you don't have a builder's license, you need to go see a psychiatrist. And you don't even have a place of your own. You can't even buy a place because you got bad credit, probably. There's allegedly, but all that. So y'all need to think about all these things. And even coleslaw still haven't been seen today. Well, I did see something before I did my commentary that she was back. Now I'm not sure what that meant. I didn't have time to watch it at all. So, but I knew from right before I got here to sit here in my dining area, she wasn't back then. So I don't know what, but she's been missing in action for a long time. She haven't done no live, she haven't done no nothing. And even Martell and stopped all his interview tours. Anybody that would give him a little interview, he'll jump for it. He didn't stop that. He's missing in action, except for in Atlanta, hanging out with the enemy. But we're not going to worry about that. I'm getting ready to go, guys. Like I said, if you did not hit my like button and subscribe before in the beginning, please go ahead and hit it now. Before I end my commentary, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. You can go ahead and be typing. If you didn't type up your comment or give me a comment on some of the stuff that you can make sense of, go ahead and do it now, okay? And we're going to go ahead and end here because it's time for me to eat. You know, right before I started, actually, my husband had just got back with some food for me. And you want me to share what it is? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share. I wanted, he got me some catfish, fried catfish, fried okra, because I love okra. and a drink. No alcohol. I don't drink it. He got me. I think that's a Sierra Mist. I just was craving that. So he went out and got it for me. So, oh, that's about it, guys. All right. But if you all can make sense of any of this stuff, and don't be afraid to voice your opinion on what you think about this man that's, because to me, he loved the number 20. I would say he got, just allegedly, in my opinion. But I think he may have 20 different personalities. 20 different Martells be coming out. The controlling one, the narcissist, the one that do everything. Tap her phone, the one that's trying to control her, the one that's trying to get the money from Sugar Mama's product, the one that's trying to get child support, the one that's talking about praying for her, the one that got the side chick, and the one that got the Atlanta Housewife. Oh gosh, it's just too many sides to him. But guys, you have to watch. And that makes, to me, I would be afraid of him. Just my opinion, I'd be afraid of a man like that. A man like that, that lost everything, who knows? When a man, you lost everything, a person, any person that lose everything, and the one person that they want won't come back to them. And the one thing that they had was, they had a standing in the community. They had a beautiful family and wife to show for it, and they came from nothing, and all of a sudden they got something now. They came from dirt walk, nothing, from being a felon too, and now they got something. But you got to remember, you gave it away yourself for that side chick. You thought having your thing, getting it jumped off all the time was more important than your family and your wife and your newborn baby, and your wife just had a baby. You thought that was more important. You thought your business, she was more important than your lifestyle. You thought she was more important than your house, your whole household. Like you said, trying to control Melanie about telling her you should kept that in your house. You don't go tell nobody that. You keep that in the household. Like she said, you should have kept your penis in the household. But anyway, guys, I got to go and eat. My throat is getting dry and scratchy, and it's time for me to eat anyway. But I want to say thank you guys for listening to my commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Okay, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. I need all the subscribers I can get. Hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Okay, guys? And you all can go ahead and rest for the day. Baby, you got me high and fine.